Miss PJ, a superhero corps member that decides to be the savior of the girl child and do things that you and I can never do at our PPA during youth service. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be reviewing a movie and it is titled Miss PJ. It is a movie by Rock Bottom Flicks and it is showing on Prime Video featuring Bimbo Ademoye, Sola Sobowale, Kunle Afolayan, Charles Okocha and other amazing cast. Now let us get right into the review. So we have Miss PJ, played by Bimbo Ademoye, and she's sent to Otitodun village to do her youth service. And she decides to put her nose into everybody's business and inspire especially the girls to go to school and become something in the future, something that their parents don't even care about. And our dearest core member decides to care about it and puts herself in harm's way and then probably buy and break the hearts of her parents unto say she won't send another person picking go school where they don't want go and you don't want to do your service and go home in peace. Okay, so this movie is a mystery and a thriller. So how do we even start? Let us start from the fact that this movie wasted a lot of time showing us scenes that we don't want to see, scenes that are not necessary. So the main point of this film is that there is a killer in this village who is responsible for the death of young girls in the village, and he's using them for sacrifice, and then these girls are dying in a specific way, so we could call him a serial killer because they die in the same manner. It's a pattern. They all bleed to death. So yeah, that is basically what's going on, and we're trying to find out who is responsible for this thing. So once Miss PJ gets to Otitodun village, this death starts happening. Young girls start dying, and she makes that business to chook her nose into finding out what is killing them. Okay, she contacts the authorities. There's an investigation here and there. She's trying to find out what is going on with these young girls that she's trying to inspire into going to school. So she's doing her own parts in the school where she's posted at, trying to teach them other interesting things that will bring them to school, because these girls are not even interested in coming to school in the first place. They just see school as somewhere they go to today, tomorrow they will not go. So Miss PJ is trying to bring in extracurricular activities to make these young people come to school. She's going to their houses, preaching to them, telling them why it's important to go to school and blah blah blah. So when this death starts happening, she contacts the authorities, and she's trying to find out what is going on, demystify the whole thing, who is killing these people, blah blah blah. You get what I mean? The whole superhero without a cape, blah blah blah. So the other core member, the male core member, I can't remember his name in the movie, but it was played by Charles Okocha. He had no business in this movie. What? He had no business. I think it was like a misleading vessel. Yeah, if I could say that. He's like a misleading character in this movie. Now, it would be understandable if we could suspect Charles as the killer of these girls. Do you get? Because he was sleeping with all these young girls. You know how these male core members that cannot control their libido are. He was sleeping with these young girls, and we would have suspected him. Okay, but then we saw how these things happen. We knew that the deaths of these girls were not physical, were not medical issues, they were spiritual. So it obviously was not the male core member. So what was he doing there? He was just there as a distraction. Okay, for some people to suspect, what if it's this male core member that is killing the girls? No, then I hate the Igbo. I hate the Igbo. Look, I don't even know. I know that I don't even know how to put it, but I don't like it. For people that are admiring Bimbo for speaking Igbo and pretending that she couldn't speak Yoruba in this movie, I get it. But what was the need? She could have just been a Yoruba teacher for all I care. She could have just What was the need? What was the point? If she spoke English and these people understood her, because they gave her reactions that seemed like they understood her. She would speak English to them. You would have kuku made her a Yoruba teacher or a Yoruba person that would relate with them in Yoruba straight up. Because the whole Igbo thing, she was speaking Igbo, and then she now knew how to speak Yoruba. Just make language a complete barrier so that we have another issue to deal with in this movie. Let's make her an Igbo teacher that cannot speak Yoruba, finding it difficult if she was finding it difficult to communicate with these people and trying to convince the students or trying to talk with the parents of the students, it would have been more frustrating for her character, and it would have been more satisfying for some of us. Like me, I would have found it more satisfying if the lead character was frustrated, wasn't able to tell these people what was going on or relate with them or communicate with them. I don't know if you're getting my point, but the whole she's an Igbo. What's the need of the Igbo if you cannot speak it there? Except the fact that the male core member is an Igbo person and she was talking to him in Igbo. And like I said, the male core member is not even needed in this story. So I don't even have mentioned that there's a red herring in this movie, like a twist or a misleading hint that the film is trying to give us, a suspect that is not really guilty, that the film was trying to push to us. I don't know how to explain red herring, like a narrative that the film is trying to give us, you understand, to make us have, come up with false hints or false clues as to who is responsible for what is happening in the village. It is completely unnecessary. First of all, the first one was that core member. At some point, I was like, later now, this will give us one stupid plot twist, and it will become the male core member that is responsible. Then, in the first scene, I think that was the second scene, the father of that girl, the last girl that died, I was actually suspecting him. And that was a very ridiculous way to twist things. I was suspecting him because he's kind of shady and he looked as if he was restricting his daughter. I don't know. He was so overprotective of his daughter. So I was kind of suspecting him because of some moves he made. That was a very ridiculous move of trying to make us suspect people that are not even part of the whole bullshit that is going on. Then, there's another part where that policeman was asking Bimbo questions after the girl had died. The policeman came to visit Bimbo and was asking her questions, and he was like, the girl had a phone, something like that. And then he said the girl's father said Bimbo got the phone for her. What was that? I was like, okay. The phone. She said Bimbo. Does it mean that the father is involved in this thing? You understand? Bringing up false hope for nothing. Absolute dog shit. Anyways, what do I think about the movie? It's just a superhero movie. A superhero without a cape movie. A youth corps member that decides that she doesn't want to mind her business and do her PPA jejely and go home. What? Me mind other people's business can never be me. I teach finish, I go to my house. Well, I get the part, you're trying to make a difference, but under 1 year. And at the end of the movie, she actually went back. Wait, it's true, Seth. When the revelation happened, they found out the killers. And okay, Miss PJ had contributed, is her big nose, her long nose, her busybody that actually led her to find out who was killing these girls. Fine and good. She accomplished her mission by finding the killers. But did she accomplish her mission by doing her PPA properly? Let's say she also did. She inspired students. Okay, very good. She inspired students, very good. She found the killer. It's very good. What else? After that killer was found, police arrested the person. We never saw Miss PJ. Nothing else happened. And to make matters worse, the narrator of this whole story, because somebody was narrating it in the background, the narrator of this whole story happens to be this other girl that was messing around with the male core member. What do I think about what do I think about the movie? Like I said, it's a superhero without a cape. So if you want that kind of movie, you can watch it. Anyways, I would never, ever, ever, ever tell you, don't watch this movie. Have I ever said that kind of thing? I've never said it on this channel. I've never said it. So, Miss PJ, should you watch it? If you like. It is showing on Prime Video and it was produced, I believe, by Rock Bottom Flicks. Well, that is the end of my review. Peace.